Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to see the demand of the two meters. So in the first case is LTCT meter, that is our voltage is our domestic voltage only of 240 volt. This is phase to neutral, but if we take the line voltage it will be 415 volt. But in the second case is the HT meter with a certain PT ratio, in this case as an 11 kV meter. So this meter is actually can be used in either 11 kV, 30 kV, 132 kV, or because the meter itself will not know whether it's the system voltage outside will not know, only things that it receives a voltage at 110 volt face to face, and current also base current of 5 ampere and maximum to 10 ampere. So why I'm discussing in this video is that when you see such thing, right, the only confusion that always come to our mind is the demand. Suppose in the first case it's LTCT meter is 2.214 demand, whether the question comes whether this demand is right or not, whether is a cumulative maximum demand or the maximum demand itself. So these questions need to be answered in this particular video. So when we have to answer the demand, then we will have to calculate the current. How much is the current? Because see, this meter is rated at base current of 5 ampere and maximum 10 ampere. So we will just have to calculate the current, and based on the current value that we get, then we can tell that okay, the demand is maximum demand or cumulative maximum demand, right? So for example, in the first case, the demand as indicated by the meter is 2.214 kW, and if we express it in terms of watt, it will be 2214 watt, right? And if you have to divide this by this 1.73, which is actually nothing but root 3 into line voltage 415 volt, this is a case of LT voltage, right? So everything we base on this three-phase formula, the one that you see on the top left corner, that is three-phase power is equal to root 3 line voltage into IL, and we take in terms of phase to neutral parameters, then we have to just multiply it by factor 3, but since we are taking line to line, then we multiply it by root 3. Alright, so in the first case in LTCT meter, see how much we are getting the current as 3.08 ampere, which is technically okay because it's still less than 5 ampere. So this is the demand is okay, right? So this is the maximum demand. And then in the second case, see, there was a confusion in this because they called me and they said like this 180 they're getting, whether it's right or not, and then I cannot tell whether it is right or not, because he might have consumed also, because looking at this it looks as if the demand is 188.72 kVA. So okay, since this is HT meter and the internal PT ratio of the meter is 100, or we say that it is an 11 kV meter, that's why we have to you take the kVA 188.72 and we have to divide it by 1.73, which is root 3, and to 11 kV. Alright, because there's an 11 kV meter. If it is 33 kV meter, then we have to divide it by 33. If it is 132, then we have to divide it by 132, and accordingly then we are getting the current as 9.91, which is again technically okay, because the maximum current that is accepted by this meter is twice of base current, that is up to 10 ampere it can accept. So again, for confirmation of this, whether this demand is right or not, we'll have to visit the site and check whether he has really taken this much of demand. All right, so because looking at the current, it looks okay, right? So this is how you determine whether the demand as indicated by the meter is actually technically right or not. We have to just calculate the current, how much is the current, because if we are getting suppose 20 ampere or 40 ampere, then we'll say that okay, it is not acceptable, the meter will get burned. Okay, so that much only. Thank you.